O que nos espera em Maleshov?
What awaits us at Maleshov?
A short but nonetheless dangerous battle, in the best case scenario.
And in the worst?
Things go to fucking hell, and our worldly cares will be over. So prepare well. This really won't be easy.
Bem, vamos que vamos?
I'm
Vamos.
ready. For anything.
Good. The task won't wait. In the evening, I'll assemble the men, and then we'll talk about what's next.
I'll wait with you. How about we knock back a few cold ones in the meantime?
I'm not drinking today. I want to have a clear head.
Hum,
But once we have
mente
von
limpa.
Bergow locked up, I'll gladly drink the whole region dry.
So I say him, what do you expect when you drink like fish? Fish is not able to walk either.
And then he threw you out?
No, he cannot, because...
Ah, vous êtes là. What is happening, Capitaine?
A mam nadzieję, że kurwa przeżyjemy.
Pojebało cię.
Enough of the chit-chat. I want to know if we're gonna get to work, Zizka.
We shall. No reason to wait. Von Bergow won't stay in Maleshov forever.
So tonight.
Before dawn. Even the dogs will still be snoring. And we'll have plenty of time to move.
I can't wait.
Sorry to disappoint you, Hinek. I need you in the village.
Oh, fuck. I was looking forward to that, Cannon.
Hey, Kubienka. You were in the artillery in Sempak, weren't you?
Yes, but in the guard detail. I don't know shit about firing.
Well, at least it's some kind of experience.
I believe I might be of assistance, mes amis.
You've already helped quite enough, Frenchmen.
The Duc de Bourgogne, once, showed off such a bête lourde in Champmol. And I was there.
Is that so, Baron? Do you know how to handle it?
Oui. If I have a few strong men to assist me.
All right. Kubianka will go with you. If anything fucks up, we're counting on you to save our asses. The rest of us will lure the fortress garrison out, so we can cut them off. We'll split into two groups. Me and my men will cut the village off from the fortress. The second group will enter the village from the other side and cause mayhem. That'll be your job. Set fire to a haystack, make a racket. In short, anything that will lure the fortress garrison out into the open. You get me, Devil?
Oh, aye. A good old blood orgy. As soon as they stick their noses out, the trap falls.
And the rest will go like this. Listen up.
Olá, rapaziada, como é que vocês estão? Espero que sejam bem. Vamos aí a mais um episódio de Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. E neste episódio, o grupo se prepara para atacar Maleshov e dar um jeito de procurar alguns lords que tem lá, incluindo o Bergow, que a gente precisa fazer dele prisioneiro e interrogar para conseguir informações. Uma vez que a gente já tem um puta de um canhão enorme que conseguimos roubar. Mas é claro, uma aliança um pouco inesperada, aliança, eu ainda fico bem desconfiado, vai acabar fazendo com que o grupo se prepare para um grande ataque, porque a gente vai precisar pressionar o Sigismund, roubando a prata dele. Só que antes de mais nada, vamos ao nosso pequeno padrão. Pega uma meio de petisco, chama os amigos e bora se divertir, mas antes deixa que já quer esse coração, se não for inscrito, já aproveita e se inscreve. Bora lá.
Maleshov is only a handful of cottages and a tavern. Fortunately, Kunzlin's fortress is a bit beyond the village.
Fuck. Looks more like a small castle.
Aye, it's well fortified. It's got a moat, 2 gates, and a big tower. That's where von Bergow will be.
And don't forget the drawbridge and the secret passage.
Korytarz był zamknięty, byłem tam.
Aye, it's to be expected they'll seal off the passageway, so we have to get inside, over the bridge, and through the gate. You and Capon will deal with that, Henry. You two know it better from inside. Then, you'll let us in.
Damn. That'll be as hairy as the balls of St. Killian.
Aye, it won't be easy. But this isn't the first time for us. And besides, this time we've got artillery to back us up. We have to get to the tower whatever happens. And if it all works out, we'll drag von Bergow right out of bed.
God willing, he'll be sleeping like a log.
And another thing, the Devil's Den is no longer safe. So after the attack, we'll pull back to Suchtel Fortress.
Any place better than that shithole.
You're right there.
Abbas, no doubt Peter of Pisek will be delighted to welcome us.
No.
He wants to fight Sigismund? Well, here's his chance. Especially since he missed the last skirmish with von Bergow. Any questions?
Everything is clear to me.
We're glad. Hitch up, men! Let's take advantage of the dark and get to Maleshov before the cock crows.
Parte de Maleshov, algumas horas depois.
Kurwa.
What the fuck?
Don't know whether he sprayed me with blood or piss.
What, are you mad? We were only supposed to stir things up.
What did you think we'd do? Get drunk with them? Torch the village. No prisoners.
Nem ferrando. Caraca, que filho da puta. Que filho da puta. Não, as pessoas inocentes não. Não vai dar uma de
What is
Sigismund.
it, youngster?
De
What's the
Kumano.
problem?
Do we have to burn down the whole village?
What of it? Can't you carry out a simple task?
Well, I don't know if...
Listen, von Bergow's in that fortress full of men. When they see the fire, they'll run out to extinguish it. They won't be expecting us. I never put my men's lives on the line. Especially if I can have the element of surprise.
Me
I
recuso a
won't
matar
murder
inocentes.
innocent peasants, Devil.
What? Do you have kin in the village? What the hell's got into you?
Minha família foi morta
This is the
assim.
way my family was killed. They massacred them. And why?
Kurva, that's your problem. This is a war, and this is our plan for getting von Bergow. So if you want to do it your way, fine. You want to be a commander too? Let's see what you're made of then. I can't guarantee you'll survive, though.
I can't give you any guarantee either.
I don't need one.
Five darauf, idiots.
Toma, trouxa.
Well, well. The bastard taught the devil to dance. So you won. The stronger dog fucks the bitches.
É que nessa época não tinha cigarro, mas esse cara é muito
Let the turnip bulls
nossa,
live.
igualzinho, fala que nenhum.
Hope you know what you're doing. That none of our fine fellows fall instead of the few damn peasants. Because that'll be all your fault.
Se todo mundo fizesse o
Fiquei
papel
pegado.
bonitinho certinho,
You never seen a man get his arse kicked before? We'll do it the youngsters' way. The boring way. Leave him, let him be.
vaza.
Muster up. We'll go round the village to get to Zizka. Nice and quietly.
What's going on, Devil? What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I had a bit of a disagreement with this brat here.
This is your plan? To burn down the village?
What of it? We're at war, if you hadn't fucking noticed.
There's innocent people there.
Do you think I don't know? But better them than us. They'd run for the woods before we started anyway.
Are you serious?
Sei mich poche, Freund. Sei mich poche.
It is the law of God. We are at war here, not those peasants.
Fuck this fucking shit. Well, it's too late to go back now.
But that fortress is still full of men.
There's another way to do this. I'll take care of the first gate. You'll have the element of surprise.
Fine, Henry. You've made your bed, now lie in it. But if any of us die today because of you, I'll gut you myself.
Fuck.
It's almost your time. You need to sneak quietly over the wall, youngsters.
It's still dark. That'll give us cover.
I'll go with them.
I appreciate it, but this is not for you.
Easy, Father. We're trying not to die here.
I'm giving them my best men. That'll have to do, friend.
I'd like to see what they look like.
Here I am, Kalani. We got leather, and other go ahead to check out fortress.
Good, Janosch. We'll take care of the drawbridge. And you, Henry, open up the first gate for Zizka.
And then we'll storm in there like a fox into a chicken coop.
I understand. Let's go.
Exactly. Off you go. No time to waste.
Good luck, fellas.
Pouco mais tarde.
Good. The rock isn't so steep from this side, and the patrols are only on the eastern wall. Let's go, fellas.
That is a good place.
There? Really?
Yeah, there.
Dá pra eu salvar o jogo antes de dar merda? E pegar algumas coisas... Ah, eu não posso salvar agora.
And do it already.
Yeah. Hey, just a moment.
Mas... eu posso... tentar... uma coisa. Ali é o que dá pra coisa.
We'll take the drawbridge on the right, but careful. There's guards on patrol in the courtyard and shooters up on the gallery.
Ixi. Tem dois. Como é que eu vou me livrar deles?
I must be mad.
Now just to open that gate.
Vou trocar pra cá rapidinho. Vou abrir o portão.
Let's see what you can do.
Boys, we still have that cannon. It's just the whole
Come on then.
here. Pay Take cover! Is that what you call fighting like a man?
You got it!
For Christ's sake, get on with it! And now take cover behind the wagon! Ready! Behind the wagon! We have to hold out until they take down that damn bridge! Hold the line! Don't retreat! For Christ's sake, get on
Meu
with
Deus.
it! Shoot those bastards!
Bleeding
Hold the line! Don't retreat! Hell, our lives are on the line!
Oh, caramba.
Something already! Kubienka! Take cover!
Muito longe. Pera aí.
Shoot! Shoot now! Shoot those bastards!
Ai.
All got lost, boys! We still have that cannon! We just have to hold on! It's like a shooting range
Caramba,
here!
não tô acertando nada.
Bastard!
You're no match for us, fucker!
Difícil, hein? Acertar, caramba. Ou não era realmente pra acertar. Oi?
We can't take much more of this. Can't those idiots hit anything?
Give them time! They're all out of time! Now!
Olha lá, meu filho. Você é caçador. Deu tempo. Acorda.
Let's go!
Acorda.
Forward! To the top!
Só vamos.
Let's go! Quick! Forward! Forward!
We'll kick your ass. Show
Kill him! This one's mine! Tighten this up!
Slice him up. I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker.
Ei, isso foi divertido. Ai, tem gente me batendo. Tá, cadê? Ai, eu explodi alguém.
Let's go, men! Clean things up here! Sam! Ada!
Misericórdia, esse negócio tá muito ruim. Ai, não posso.
Get an axe and turn
Eu não
this
sei como
fucking
tira.
door into splinters!
Because you're out of your fucking mind. Fuck off! While you're at it, fuck each other. You'll never take this tower.
Come on, Henry. There's work to do. Up here, fast.
Eu sei.
You fucked up with that
What will we do now?
Everything's fucked.
Von Bergow is holed up in the tower. He has shooters there, and we're running out of time.
We'll have to parley with him.
Oi. We're not gonna give up now.
That's right. Let's go. We're going to have a nice little talk with the Royal Chamberlain. Hey, you! Up there in the tower! We want to talk!
Listen! Stop shooting!
Now we'll see what von Bergow comes up with.
Fuck all. He's trapped.
Chamberlain, you are surrounded! I propose you honorably capitulate!
He doesn't have a drop of honor in him.
Ah! Would you give me one reason why I should do that, Pirkstein? I'm quite comfortable here. I will gladly wait for my allies in Kuttenberg to arrive. You can talk to them. Ah! And you're making a lot of noise. All that shooting you're doing must have been heard in the Hungarian camp.
Is there a point to any of this? I mean, we can avoid further trouble.
I agree. There is no point to any of this. And on top of everything, it is absolutely inappropriate in the presence of a noble lady.
Rosa Retard.
Lord Capon! Henry!
Resgate é uma solução para ambas as partes. É hora de trocar de lado. Não importa quando sucumbiram, você morrerá. Não tem outro jeito, vamos incendiar a torre.
I don't know why we can't make a deal.
Não vou incendiar a torre com ela lá dentro.
For both sides.
How is that?
We'll get money and free the king, and you'll have time to change sides once things with Sigismund go to hell. And since you're our prisoner, you won't lose face in the eyes of your League of Lords or Sigismund. And you can still settle your differences with Wenceslas.
Damn it. All right.
Can you give me any guarantees?
Why, of course. Nothing will happen to you. You have my word.
Your word, Bjergstein?
We're not barbarians, we're noblemen, Sir Otto. Your dead body would be worthless to us.
Ha! How sincerely simple, huh, Enoch? But yes, I can trust you. When it comes to ransom, you can always be counted on.
Fine. But what will it be, Lord von Bergow? You can flatter the devil all you want later.
You have convinced me. You're right. It is not in the interest of the kingdom to wage a war against each other. On the contrary, by becoming allies, we can all gain, ensure peace, and liberate our king. Very well. Agreed. We are coming out.
Eu não confio, não. Eu não confio nem um pouco. Pra mim, tem que manter ele muito bem quietinho, guardado num canto, entendeu?
Ah. How fickle Lady Fortune is. First you're on top, and then you hit the bottom. Who would have thought back in the Barkov how things would turn out?
Né?
Come on. Move.
What? Did you think I'd have you tortured like you did to me?
Dá vontade, né?
Time to settle accounts. You will pay for what you have done. No! He's under my protection.
He's a murderer. He deserves to die.
Nobody's going to be killed here.
Fuck, that was a blast. My skull's ringing.
The way that Brabant loaded last shot, it nearly blew his French ears off. It is wonder that Fop survived it.
You got lucky today. You won't next time.
The finger of God is fucked, Otto. Sorry,
Cheiro de pólvora.
must cost the king's ransom. Oh, my lady!
A cara dela é melhor. Ai,
Anyway,
meu
I think
Deus.
we're all done here. We have what we came for. Load up the wounded, and anything of value, get ready to leave.
You go ahead. I'll just have a look around here.
All right, Henry. Take care.
Sério? Precisa mijar no canhão? Ai, o canhão foi destruído. Oh, sacanagem eles terem destruído o canhão. Oratores. Tem alguma coisa de boa aqui? Só Groshen. Só Groshen. Só, entre aspas. Também que eu tô com bastante, né? Mas... sempre é bom, né? Pô, mas por que que eles... como fala? Por que que eles destruíram o canhão? Não deveriam ter destruído o canhão. Eu, hein? Bota escudo. Escudo, 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 escudo. Vamos pra cá. Vamos lá. Nossa, meu cachorro me ama muito pra beber a água que eu tô me lavando. Peguei agora.
So, I'm back. How's it going? Have you got anything out of von Bergow?
Not yet. We need to fix ourselves up after the battle. We'll hear what Otto has to say tomorrow.
Amanhã? Tá. Eu vou me descansar-me. Eita, mais pesadelos.
Nice work! Nice work indeed. You saved the peasants but sent your own men to the slaughter. You like to keep your hands clean, but war is a nasty business. So who are you going to sacrifice for your conscience next? Your little Jew brother? Capon? Yourself? You play the game, but you don't understand the rules. And in the end, you'll lose. You learned nothing. You understood nothing. And yet I tried so hard. And yet we share the same fate. Lord! My family was slain too, by the Turks. I felt just like you do. And Eric went through the same thing. That's why I took him in. We're one big family. Of orphans. Well, of course, you do have a father. Although he's not gone so far as to give you his name.
Credo.
Is von Bergov's interrogation starting soon?
You came at the right time. We're just about to deal with him. And you can join in.
O interrogatório de von Bergow está sendo preparado.
Welcome to Sukdol, Lord von Bergow. Despite the circumstances that brought you here.
It is an honor, Peter. Compared to what I had to endure from Zizka and Kunstadt, your good manners are a welcome change.
I'll do my best to make your, involuntary stay no more inconvenient than it has to be.
Aren't you being a bit too welcoming, Sir Peter?
Just what I was thinking. Fuck that bollocks! He's a captive, not some busty wench. He's only alive to squeal what he knows. It'd be quicker if I just beat it out of him.
Não podemos torturar reféns nobres por dente por dente. Não podemos
Hold your
calma aí.
horses. He's a noble and Sigismund's right hand. If we torture him, he'll be no use to us as a hostage, and Sigismund will be out to avenge him.
That's true. Even though I'd be only too happy to settle scores with him. I gave him my word.
Why the fuck should I care about that?
When it comes down to it, the word of a nobleman is an oath before God. Even the devil must respect that.
Fuck this shit. The longer I listen to this bastards, the more my fists itch.
Instead of these pathetic threats, why do you not make me an offer? You do know that I am...
Shut your trap, Otto. Right now you're nothing. You lost most of your men at Rabos, and the rest croaked when we took Maleshov. So what do you have left? A nice coat and a smug face.
Do you really think Sigismund made me his chamberlain because of my soldiers? Or to have someone to take care of the running of conquered fortresses?
Shut up, damn it! We're asking the questions.
Really? Then why have I not heard a single one yet? And what a shame that is. I am a pragmatic man, and I'm sure we can work something out. But lay a hand on me, and you will not hear a single word.
He's right. Apart from von Aulitz, he's Sigismund's closest man. He knows everything about him and his plans. We should try it the peaceful way first.
You're buying that? He talks just like Jobst. When he gets here, they can yap till doomsday for all I care. But now we just don't have the time.
Jobst wants to come back here. After he got away from us by the skin of his teeth?
Well, he has to show Sigismund our army up close.
So it's true. I couldn't believe the Margrave had finally made a move. I thought he would never march into battle.
See? Fortune is turning her back on you people. A pragmatic man like you ought to recognize an opportunity. If you help us, the Margrave will remember you for it. And will also let bygones be bygones.
You're getting ahead of yourself a bit, boy. The crown is still firmly on Sigismund's head, and the Jobst won't find it easy to wrest it of him. Although, I expect you people have no idea of the situation Sigismund is in right now.
Oh. What situation is he in, then?
In the shit, Lord Trotznov. In the shit. So, a sensible person should seize every opportunity that presents itself. And I am eminently sensible. Lord Capon.
Yes?
When you came to Trotsky, you were carrying a message with an offer of an alliance from Lords Hanush and Radzik, were you not?
Exactly.
I think it is time I gave you my answer.
Agora.
A wise decision, sir.
But suspicious. Why the sudden change of heart?
You think I'm some villain, don't you? But I have only ever wanted what is best, believe me. What is best for this country, for my loyal supporters, and, naturally, for myself. And I'm not ashamed of that. And it appears that Sigismund is no longer what is best. He's in trouble, both here and in Hungary. The army is not getting paid, morale is poor, and the Kuttenberg miners are rebelling, so the crown is running out of silver.
I see. The butcher's on his way, so you want to flee the pigsty, eh?
Naturally. And together we can even set fire to this pigsty, as you put it. If you want my advice.
I'm all ears, sir.
The last straw Sigismund is grasping is the royal treasury at the Italian court. If he were to lose his silver,
He wouldn't be able to pay his soldiers and would have to withdraw to Hungary.
We're supposed to rob the Italian court.
The most secure place in the town?
Of course. And while you're there, you can also free the lords captured at Raborz.
My father.
Lord
Tá tudo
Pisek,
lá.
as the former mintmaster, you must surely know of some way to sneak in.
There is no way. The court's an impregnable fortress.
Really? What about tunneling in? There are hundreds of tunnels beneath the city, and if I'm not mistaken, one of them runs beneath the court.
That's total madness. There might be some passageway leading there, but no one knows those old tunnels now. Besides, they might collapse at any time. One could easily come to a bad end there.
But that can also happen when you try to mount a horse drunk. What's with this tunnel?
There's a whole labyrinth of tunnels under the city. You'd have to dig from inside the treasury to find the one you want. And where they all lead to, God alone knows.
God and me.
Oh, pardon me, milady, but how would you know?
Not all young noble women devote their days to embroidery, Sir Peter. I look after Father's documents, and I know all about the plans of the passageways beneath our palace. St. James's Church owes its existence in part to the generous donations of the Routards. So in the past we had a secret underground entrance built into its crypts, and St. James's is right next to the Italian court.
A handy escape route from the palace, eh? If you don't mind crawling through a tunnel, that is.
In
tem
short,
problema de
you can
você.
theoretically walk directly from Routard Palace to the Italian court.
Sure. That is, after breaking through the walls that separate the crypt from the tunnel, and the tunnel from the cellars.
By Christ. It's worth a try.
That sounds almost too good to be true. And too easy. With a bit of luck, we'll get to the cellars of the court. What then?
What do you think? The guards will come down on you and it'll all be over.
So we need someone who can help us on the inside. Someone who'll distract the guards and lead us to the silver.
Urik Vavak ou Christian de Pisek? Eu não sei se o Vavak aceitaria.
Christian of Pisek is the steward at the Italian court. He could help us.
Perhaps. But my brother's never been easy to deal with. He'd be taking a big risk, and besides, he doesn't have the Mintmaster's key to the treasury. I'm afraid Vavak's your only hope. It's just that you can't trust him.
There is one other possibility.
Oh? What's that, Sir Otto?
Perhaps you have heard about the expected arrival here of a rare visitor from very far away.
Who? Do you mean... Surely not.
The very one.
What the fuck are you talking about? Speak clearly.
Well then, a papal legate is on his way to the town directly from Rome. He's coming to adjudicate the dispute about the new church.
What's that got to do with us?
Where would he be received except at the Italian court, along with his entourage? No one knows them, no one has ever seen them, and very few understand their language. They might as well be volunteering for you to take their place.
Well, bugger me. This is starting to sound fucking good.
What? What do you mean, take their place? Are we supposed to kill them, or what?
Why not?
Fuck.
Jesus. Get a grip, fellas. Do you want to burn in hell? Calm down. We'll just lock the Pope's lackey up for a bit, and once we've got the silver, we'll let him go again. No one gets hurt.
St. Joseph, cover thy ears.
Where will we find that legate?
He's staying in Loretz, at the vineyard. He's got the use of the whole place for himself and his escort. But I don't know how many there are.
Good. We'll send Catherine there to have a look.
And then we'll burst in there and cause a bit of a fuss, so he doesn't get any stupid ideas. And that'll be that.
Is there no other way to solve it? Without violence?
Gentlemen, the legate is a man of the cloth, like me.
I know Latin, and even a bit of Italian too, as it happens. I could explain to him what we need. Maybe we can persuade him to go along with it.
He'll tell us to kiss his arse, more likely.
Sir Hinek, never underestimate the power of sweet words. Especially when the listener has a knife at his throat.
It's true, none of us would be very convincing as an Italian cardinal. It'd be better if we made him take us with him, as his retinue.
But what do we do with the legate's real retinue?
Lock them up at the Devil's Den. One of our men can guard them there.
A couple more peculiar fellas blabbering nonsense won't look out of place there in the slightest.
E depois de
All
entrar.
right. Let's say we get inside with the legate. What then? What if he betrays us?
That's why we mustn't let him out of our sight. Godwin will take care of that.
Me?
You said you spoke Italian, didn't you? If he starts squealing, you'll hold a dagger to his ribs and ask him politely to play nice.
May God look the other way.
Meanwhile, the rest of us will have to deal with the guards inside, prepare the ground for digging, and open the treasury.
That's damned risky.
No one will be expecting us. As long as we don't make a ruckus too soon, it'll all be over. And the whole place will be ours before they even notice.
What if the legate refuses to talk to us?
Well, we can always beat him up. Take his clothes and let someone else put them on. Like, Godwin, eh? Since he's a priest.
É o mais indicado.
Hold on. I'm not going to play the jester for anyone.
Nobody's asking you to. We stick to the plan. We'll work on the legate so he agrees to take us in with him. Then we'll find a way somehow.
All right. I can't think of anything better anyway.
Agreed then. We'll try gentle persuasion to begin with. And now, to the task. Henry, you go to the town and squeeze anything that could help us out of Vavak.
Most importantly, get that key from him.
Then wait for us at Rotard Palace, where we'll set up our base. We'll get there first thing in the morning.
And how are you going to get inside? The palace will be closed and may be guarded. I don't expect you want to march through the main entrance, where everyone can see you, and break the gate down while you're at it.
That's true, milady. What do you suggest?
There's not only a passageway to the church, but also down to the river. I know it like the back of my hand. I could show
Caraca,
Henry
ela
the
era
way if you like.
ardilosa.
No offense, my lady, but you'll be safer here.
She's coming with me. Nobody knows Rutthard Palace as well as Lady Rosa.
Do you want to get into the court? Then you need Rutthard Palace. You want Rutthard Palace? Then I'm coming along.
All right. Both of you are going to town. And no dawdling. You should be on the road tomorrow at the latest. Time is of the essence.
That's that then. Let's get to work.
Ooh.
What do you think of the deal with von Bergow?
I don't care about von Bergow right now. Did you see how everyone ignored me there? I may be younger than them, but I'm still a nobleman.
They're nobles too.
That was no obstacle to you in Maleshov when you went against the devil.
I wouldn't be able to live with myself if I didn't do something.
That makes sense. And the devil could use a few more cuts and bruises. You did the right thing. I probably wouldn't have taken him on.
If Sir Hanush saw you at Maleshov, he'd be proud.
Well, now I just look like a fool. And it was only thanks to me that von Bergow even lived to see that council.
But you can't really blame Sam. If you were in his place, you'd see red too.
Whatever. Someone like him has no business threatening a noble's life.
Someone like him?
You know what I mean. Why do you keep defending that madman?
Well, he's the closest thing to a brother that I've got.
You don't even share any blood. Even I could be your brother in that case.
A nobleman and a dung grubber, brothers? Impossible.
All right then. But try to understand, he simply went too far. Von Bergow will remember that well. astonished. You actually put von Bergow in his place, and with such grace. When he was holding me and Maleshov, I didn't dare say a word against him.
Nor would I. But now the tables are turned. It felt good to rub his nose in it.
Ela é
How was your time
bocuda.
at the fortress? I mean, when it was still standing.
Von Bergow didn't treat me badly, but I didn't have much time to enjoy the surroundings. He took me for a ride around the countryside a couple of times, though.
Well now, he didn't take me out for a ride.
You can ride a horse?
My brother taught me, before father forbade it. I was a better rider than most of our guardsmen.
Maybe that's why von Bergow didn't want you in the saddle. He was afraid you'd flee.
I might well have tried.
It looks like the two of us will be going to Kuttenberg alone.
I can hardly wait.
Aren't you looking forward to going home?
When they captured Pa, von Bergow's people came to Rutard Palace.
Did they do anything to you?
No, I wasn't harmed. But before they took me away, they ransacked the place. Then von Bergow just took me to Maleshov. It's likely Vavak took our home for himself. He's always threatened to do that.
You can try. When we free your father, Rutard Palace will be yours again.
I hope so. But that's still far from certain.
How do we even get inside Rutard Palace?
Like I said, through the underground.
Well, I suppose by now I ought to know you don't have back doors here. Just secret passages, eh?
You are in mining country, you know. There's more going on here below ground than above.
How will I find the entrance this time? From the position of some cross again?
No, I'll guide you this time. It's just below the walls. You only need to know where to turn.
Are you ready to go?
There's no point in dallying.
Vamos?
All right, let's go.
Mais tarde, perto de Kuttenberg. Não tem muito porquê da gente ficar enrolando, porque não tem mais missão secundária.
I'm not keen on going into that darkness.
Are you afraid?
Of the dark? Me? I'm not a little girl. But God knows what we'll find inside. Especially at the far end.
I'll be with you. If anything happens, just stay behind me and...
Ah, my hero. But since I'm the one who knows the way, I'll be going first.
Nossa, sério? Bem por esse... É, aqui a gente entrou pra fazer aquela missão, né?
Usually there's only a small trickle running through here. The water must have risen.
How far away is it anyway?
Soon there'll be a fork, and from there it's only a short distance. You'll see.
And where does the passageway end?
In the cellar, conveniently enough. It's always best to arrive inconspicuously.
Ah, obrigado. Não posso beber água.
Oof, that startled me. Anyway, what's Lord Capon's problem with underground passageways? When I mentioned it at Sukdol, he looked like he was about to faint.
Well, when we were defending the Barkov, we got buried under the rubble from a demolished tower.
Oh my god!
I was lucky to survive it. I still remember him calling for help. He was scared to death. There was nothing we could do. That's when he was captured by von Bergow. Since then, he's not comfortable with tight spaces.
Sorry. I was a silly goose to bring it up.
Everything all right?
No. Don't you see how deep it is ahead of us?
I hope you don't expect me to carry you.
I most certainly do. Unless you want to prove to me that you really are an uncouth village oaf after all.
Tudo bem.
Well, what's to be done? I'll carry you over.
Don't worry, though. I'm not some fragile petal. What's the hurry? I've got plenty of time. This is not how one carries a lady, you barbarian.
Maybe not in Kuttenberg, but it's how we did it in Skalitz.
But it's not very comfortable.
Ah, just grin and bear it, my lady. We're almost there.
Bem, temos uma porta, então eu vou soltar ela aqui.
Oof, I don't think you'd be welcome at a royal court. But I am dry, so I thank you.
I hear voices. Looks like we've got company. And not welcome company, I reckon.
Nossa.
Look at all this mess. I can hardly recognize this place.
This doesn't look like the work of Avak's people. More like city rabble and beggars.
They're acting like they own the place. If Pa were to see this, we must get rid of them.
What do you mean, get rid of them?
You killed most of von Bergov's garrison at Maleshov, and now you want me to tell you what to do?
Look, we don't even know who they are or how many are here. They might be harmless cripples, but they could also be a pack of cutthroats.
I know, but what do you want to do? Sit back and wait for them to die of old age?
So you want me to get rid of them? But what will you do? I'm responsible for keeping you safe.
Don't you worry. You don't have to hold my hand in my own home. Do you see this ivy here? It goes all the way up to the window of my chamber. That's where I keep my crossbow. I bet that riffraff didn't find it. If I climb up there, I can cover you from above. Just in case.
If you say so. But if anything happens, hide. Got it?
All right. Now turn around so you can't see up my skirt.
Right then. Here we go. I hope Rosa can aim well.
Look, there's someone there. He must be deaf.
And damn on top of it. Get him!
I'm gonna bash your
Tá bem. Ah, você tá me zoando que foi por entre eles.
Now that's what I call an opener.
Show your stuff.
Eita, preula.
I've been waiting for you.
Pô, eu ia fazer mó... Como fala? Eu ia fazer mó strike aqui, assim.
Useless.
You're mine.
Espera aí.
Now that's what I call an opener.
Pronto. Agora vocês eu vou ter que ir no normal. Ai.
You wanna try me?
Eu acho que ela não ajudou em nada.
What do you want?
Deveria ter ficado junto com a gente. Caraca.
You never saw that coming.
Eu tô sem estamina. Esquisito.
Over here.
Are you alright?
I am. For now. Are you all right, Henry? I think I hit one too.
You're a good shot. Capon and Kabianka wouldn't believe their eyes.
Thanks.
Is something wrong?
Someone's trying to break through the door.
Oh, damn it. I'll be there in a moment.
Be careful.
Load your crossbow, and if they get inside before I get there, shoot them.
I barricaded the door. I'm sure I can hold out for a while.
Então vai, para de falar e vai.
Oh, what a mess.
I'll show you. Come on then. Go fuck yourself.
Os caras deixaram os... Os caras deixaram um monte de bandidinho...
Rosa? It's me.
Henry, are you all right?
I'm in one piece.
Are they gone? All of them?
Aye. It's over.
All right. I'll let you in.
So, here we are. Welcome home.
It doesn't feel much like home anymore. They were behaving like animals in here.
Vai tudo ficar bem, minha filha.
Right.
Vai tudo ficar bem.
Got a lot of work to do, but we'll get there. You'll see. We have to. There's a lot at stake.
That's true. You know, Henry, I want to ask you something. And I want an honest answer, all right? If everything were to go wrong at the Italian court and, God forbid, you had to choose, would you still try to rescue my father, even if it meant putting stealing the silver in jeopardy?
Os aliados são o nosso bem mais valioso. O principal é a prata. Eles podem esperar. Não é tão simples. Os aliados são o nosso bem mais
lives of
valioso.
allies are obviously the most valuable asset to us. Without their support, the silver would be useless anyway.
Not to mention, it wouldn't last you very long anyway.
Don't worry. We'll either leave the Italian court with the lords, or
not at all.
don't worry about the mess. Our boys will happily clean up once they get here. We owe you that.
The mess is the last thing on my mind. There was my mother's silver, my brother's hunting trophies, and my books.
Good.
It's all gone.
If our plans succeed and your father is freed, do you know what will come next?
I try not to think about it.
Why? That's why you're helping us, isn't it?
If you get the king's silver, my father and I will have to hide. Leave the region, go somewhere out of Sigismund's men's reach, and you and I will have to part ways.
Eita. Não vou deixar que você se vá. Talvez não seja necessário. Que pena, vou sentir saudade de você. Nossa. Tipo, não vou deixar que você se vá.
I won't let you go away. Even if I have to fight with your father, Zizka, and the devil.
Is that so?
I'll even tell Sigismund. Run back to Hungary. This girl is staying here.
That all sounds very nice, but there's nothing left here anyway. We've lost everything.
Eita, preula. Eles não perderam tudo, minha filha. Eles ainda têm a si mesmo. E o livro. O livro, pelo menos.
You'll be all right.
Eita!
My father would clap you in irons for that.
And for this.
Eita!
Oh,
É assim que se
seems you know how a
carrega.
lady should be carried.
Where to, ma'am? I don't see any rivers, ditches, or puddles to cross.
Dami castitatem e continentiam, sed non le moro.
É, o latim dele não é
Sir
bom.
Knight.
Se bem que ele não vai precisar do latim pra... Eita, preula. Ah, mais uma censura que eu vou ter que botar. Até que tá de boa. Vai ser pequena.
God be with you, my lady. Oh, Christ. Oh, is it morning already? Ziska and the others
de
will most
manhã.
likely be here by now. I should go and have a look.
Não tenho muito mais o que falar, né? A gente só deu aquela relaxada básica e eu perdi toda a minha armadura. Nossa, mas sério, precisa tirar toda a armadura mesmo? Pera aí. Pronto. Vamos lá, a gente precisa agora sair daqui e ir pra onde? Ué. Ah, tá todo mundo aqui.
Czołem gołowąsie!
And to you too, Adder. How are you?
Dobrze. Czeka nas kolejny piękny dzień.
Sir Vaculin, you've had an exciting life. Tell me some stories.
Bien sûr. Your interest is gratifying and quite understandable.
Where does the name Brabant come from?
That is simple. My compatriots call me that because I am originally from Brabant province. And the name stuck. One day, I shall tell you about my place of birth, but I am sure you will long to hear about the conquest of Arezzo, yes? Or would you rather hear how I saved the King of France from certain death?
Arezzo sounds interesting.
And so it was. That is where I earned my knighthood from the great Enguerrand de Concy himself, the commander of our Naples campaign. Enguerrand arranged his forces for battle, and I was put in charge of one of the cavalry units. Out of nowhere, the enemy appeared on our unprotected flank, and Enguerrand set me to hold them back so our main force could regroup. But I saw a gap in the enemy's main phalanx. I sounded the charge and sped forwards.
Wasn't that rather risky?
Un chevalier français fears nothing.
I reckon King Sigismund would think otherwise after Constantinople.
That was completely different. Alors, I caught them by surprise. I hacked my way to their standard and broke through all the way to the enemy's reservoirs. My attack sowed confusions in the enemy's ranks that encouraged the overlords who raced to join me, scattering everything in their path. And that is how we won the famous victory at Arezzo. Seeing that the force that was supposed to protect them had been routed. The city then surrendered to us. No doubt you had no inkling at Maleshov what a knight you had the honor to meet. And of course, my feats on the field of battle do not end there.
A bold maneuver.
Quite right. Courage is my middle name. Just as Monsieur Chapon says, Audantes Fortuna Juva. That day I was the bravest of them all and won the day.
So you disobeyed your commander and left your flank exposed. Your attack could have ended in a total fiasco. You were lucky the others came to your assistance and your entire force didn't collapse.
I hear envy speaking, but you are still wet behind the ears. So, I can forgive you. In short, I saw an opportunity and took it. Moments like that can decide entire wars.
What did your commander have to say?
He made me a knight and sent me to the royal court to inform the sovereign of our triumph.
I reckon he wanted to get you out of his hair.
Do not talk nonsense.
Teve êxito, mas ele perdeu a reputação. Tem alguma história do campo de batalha? E o rei? Queria muito ouvir. Não, acho que já chega, porque senão a gente vai ficar vendo muita coisa dele. Com quem que eu tenho que falar? Tá com você? Não. Ah, agora veio o objetivo. Cadê?
I see you're already here. How was the journey? Did you run into any trouble?
No, it actually went quite well. Brabant wouldn't shut up, though.
Percebi.
Credit where credit's due. He really helped in Maleshov. That hit to the gate came at just the right time. We'd have dropped like flies if not for his men. But sometimes I feel like letting something blow up next to my head too, just so as not to have to listen to him for a while. I'd be more interested in hearing what happened here yesterday. When we got here, it was like a pigsty.
Some local beggars set up a lair in here. We had to get rid of them somehow.
What about Rosa? Doesn't she regret coming too?
Why would she? She asked for it herself.
Mainly because you were going. She doesn't seem to like the rest of the group very much.
Well, it's not like you're doing much to change her mind. And the way things look around here certainly didn't improve her mood.
We may be bastards, but we're not ungrateful. Anyway, I told the men to get rid of the bodies and clean up the place a little. Hope the lady won't mind.
Quite the contrary, I think.
How did it go with Vavak, anyway?
Well, after everything that happened, I didn't want to leave Rosa here by herself. I'll have to go and see him now.
I understand. But go and see him as soon as possible. We won't get anywhere without his Mintmaster's key.
What will you do now?
We'll give it some thought and see. Hopefully we'll know better when you come back from Liechtenstein.
Nossa, tem monte de coisa atrasada. De diálogo. Por isso que eu não tô upando a oratória, porque eu não tô com uns diálogos que eu não sabia que existia. Mas vamos lá, a gente tem que vir. Peça ajuda do Vavak com o roubo da prata. Na verdade eu queria muito isso.
Not a soul around. Very odd.
What the? Henry? How the hell did you get in here?
I have my ways.
All right then. Keep your secrets.
Where is Vavak?
That's a good question. I have no idea.
Surely you can't have just vanished.
I know for a fact you won't find him in town. And he's probably not hiding anywhere nearby either.
Shit. How long has he been gone?
A few days now. He took the money from his secret mint and disappeared at night.
Ninguém está procurando por ele. O que está procurando? Ele levou a chave com ele?
Did Vavak take the mint master's key with him?
Well, if he had any sense left, he'd leave it here.
Why is that?
No one will be looking for the coin from the secret enterprise. But if it turned out Vavak had disappeared with the treasury key, the whole court would be after him. Unfortunately, Vavak isn't that stupid.
What's to be done? Damn it. I wanted to talk to Vavak about it, but me and you are going to have to sort it out. The question is whether I can trust you.
Excuse me? I took a big risk to help you last time, and you don't trust me all of a sudden?
Only this time the risk is even bigger.
Risk, you say? Nothing ventured, nothing gained, as they say. And I like gains. Talk to me then. It can't hurt to try. The worst that might happen is I won't help you.
Vou confiar em você. Vamos lá.
All right. But your life depends on nobody finding out about this.
Ah, don't worry. My life was at stake last time, and we're both still here. So you can trust me.
I hope so. Me and a few others want to rob the treasury in the Italian court.
What? My word! I was bracing myself for anything, but this? Have you lost your mind?
Calm down, for God's sake. I know how it sounds, but we've got a good reason and a good plan. Believe me, we just need a little help getting inside. That's what I need Vavak for. But he's not here now.
I hardly think the dirt we have on him would be enough to make Vavak do something as crazy as that. Well, it's true. I owe you. For keeping your lips sealed. But this is a bloody dangerous business. What do I get out of it if I help you?
Estão te dando um pouco da prata roubada. Você vai colocar o Vavak em apuros. Você será o novo mestre da cunhagem. Já que dá pra gente prometer isso pra ele.
Think about it. Vavak's gone, and if we succeed, Sigismund won't have any coin to pay his army. He'll go back to Hungary without appointing a new mint master. That will be your chance.
I can't deny it. You know how to sweet-talk a fellow. All right? Let's say I'll help you. But there's one thing we have to be clear about. If it all goes wrong and the slightest shadow of suspicion falls on me, I'll spill the beans about the secret mint. And I'll blame it all on you. You know a lot, and you'll happily confess in the torture chamber.
Well, all right then.
I'm glad we understand each other. So, what exactly is your plan?
We'll get into the church council meeting as the legate's retinue.
The legates? What do you mean?
Nem ele tá acreditando que isso daqui vai dar certo.
We'll make it nice and clear to the Cardinal that he'd be wise to cooperate with us. And while he's gabbing on in the meeting, we'll get to work in the guise of retinue.
For Christ's sake! Do you really think nobody will recognize you? Do any of you even speak Italian?
Ninguém aqui sabe italiano.
Most people here have never even heard Italian anyway.
Except Giuseppe, our captain of the guard. He's as Italian as Terza Rima. And for weeks, he's been going on about nothing else but having the opportunity to talk to a compatriot.
Meu Deus.
In any case, it'd be wise to have someone at the meeting who can make sure the legate doesn't do anything stupid. We'll be keeping an eye on him, of course, but it'd be better to have a local on hand as well. And that would be your job.
Well, how can I put it? If you manage to get to Cardinal Pozzo and persuade him to help you, take you with him to the Italian court, not give anything away, and lastly, make it through the entire council without shitting himself, I'll walk barefoot to Rome myself.
Yeah, very droll. So will you help us or not?
I can turn a blind eye to someone sneaking around the courtyard, or reassure anyone at the council who notices something is off. But don't expect anything more. And what will your lot do in the meantime?
Vamos passar pelo subsolo, vamos libertar os lords do cativeiro. Isso é tudo que você precisa saber.
We'll free all the lords held captive at the court.
I couldn't help you with that even if I wanted to. And I'd advise you to give up on that. Getting the silver alone will be hard enough as it is. Anything else?
That's all you need to know. We just need you at the council.
Very well then.
Now I just need to find Vavak's key. Have you seen it?
No, the only thing I found Vavak left is this letter. Here, take it. Maybe it'll help you. And Henry, don't forget, I'll help you. But I can't afford to be under any suspicion. Do you understand?
Count on me. And thank you.
Save the thanks, and let me get to work.
Aqui se mexe da cunhagem. Você sabe que é muito. Deixei a cidade. Eu sei que você, seu bajulador, está de olho na minha posição faz tempo. Então toma seu rato enrugado. Deixe isso todo no coração. E fico quase com pena que não verei sua cara quando você descobrir onde deixei a chave. Só o que resta é desejar que você aproveite seu novo título com honra. Não vai durar muito mesmo. Que a corte italiana afunde, que os conselhos municipais se engasguem com o vinho do monastério, que a conspiração seja revelada e que você e seu irmão sejam pendurados na mesma viga. Que se foda você, que se foda a chave, que se foda tudo. Caraca, o cara simplesmente tá com foda-se pra todo mundo. Que da hora.
What not a mess. Who'd think the Mint Master would be so disorganized?
E se foda tudo. Não vai nem acreditar onde eu coloquei a chave. Onde ele colocou a chave? Não. Oh. Em fezes.
Well, that really is disgusting. Fuck you, Vavak, wherever you are.
É a merda. Desgraçado. Não, não é pra quê, é pra quê? Tô doido. É, ele tinha muita coisa contra ele, entendeu? E ele tava com medo depois daquela última reunião, ele não queria mais ser usado. Cadê? Tá aqui.
I was at the Mint Master's place.
Hold on. Everybody should be hearing this. Well, how did it go? Do you have the key?
Aye, I've got it. But it stinks a bit.
Quel puanteur! Put it away unless you want to see my breakfast.
What about the Mint Master? Will he help us out?
Vavak got out of the town. But in his house, I met Christian of Pisek, the steward of the Italian court. He promised to help us if we get in a tight spot.
Can we trust him?
I think so. He owes me. But he's afraid they'd know if he was involved.
Did he tell you anything interesting?
The commander of the Italian court is a native Italian.
Isso é
If we're
importante
going to be
saber.
convincing, we'll have to be damn cautious and hope the legate doesn't say anything he shouldn't. Let's pray Godwin can keep it under control.
I'm not one to boast, you know, but few people can match my gift for languages. It would be a sin not to use it. Sono un buon gustaio. Le donne qui sono bellissime. E il vino è delizioso.
Forget it. That face of yours is known all over town. You'll stand at the back and try to be invisible.
But Godwin could surely benefit from some Italian lessons.
I would rather teach a horse the basse danse.
When he heard what we were up to, he said we were mad. According to him, we'll either get killed on the spot or end up on the gallows.
Maybe we should, reconsider.
This fella's got no imagination. If we could snatch von Bergow's fucking cannon, this'll be a piece of cake.
That's all he told me.
Let's get to the point. We must have everything ready before Catherine returns from Loretz, especially the way through to the court.
I should say so. If I'm going to send my men, I have to know exactly where the way through is to be made.
That'll be your job, Henry. And Brabant's going with you.
Excuse-moi? Why should I?
Because you've been telling us you know the Kuttenberg underground like the back of your hand.
And I do, but not firsthand. Only from mind maps and drawings. Nobody will let men of my standing enter those moldy shafts.
Keep his
What exactly are we supposed to do in that cellar?
Get as far as you can and mark the spot where Brabant's men will start digging.
I see. Why do I feel like that sounds a bit too easy?
Well, we have no idea what's really down there, so you've better have a weapon handy.
Come now. Surely you do not mean...
Rutard's daughter will tell you more. She came up with this part of the plan.
Where are the others, anyway? Kubienka, Ada, and Janos.
They heard there was work to be done, so they left à l'anglaise.
Did you do the work of 3, eh? At least with your mouth.
They're getting some wagons so we can move the silver. If Pisak wasn't lying, there's quite a hole there.
If Brabant doesn't want to go into the tunnels, I'll go with someone else.
With Ruthar's daughter, eh? One night wasn't enough for you.
I meant with somebody like Sam. He knows his way around the town underground too.
Oui. That is a good idea.
Why not? Maybe the cold down there will cool his hot head.
What will you lot do in the meantime?
We'll be doing the planning. We've got to bring those captured Italians to the Devil's Den somehow. They'll just sit tight till we give them back their legate, and then we'll let them all go.
The main thing is keeping Godwin away from the booze. Or we'll have no way of talking to the gents from Rome.
Me conte sobre as passagens subterrâneas.
Passages that lead to the Italian court. Can you tell me more about them?
What exactly would you like to know?
Onde elas ficam
Where
exatamente?
exactly are the tunnels?
They run under most of Italian Street. Some are remnants of the original mine gallery, but other parts are much more recent. So far, only the section from Rutard Palace to the crypt under the church is accessible.
Well, the church is quite a long way from the court. If the tunnel has collapsed anywhere, we're out of luck.
Right. But the tunnels were checked properly before they started building the church. If some part collapsed, we'd be the first to know.
Tell me more about this mine gallery.
It's been abandoned for years, but we could use it. According to the drawings, it's very close to the court cellars. Christian of Pisak confirmed it.
That's a very strange coincidence.
My father said King Wenceslas had long suspected he had enemies among his own ranks. Maybe he had an escape route built. He just didn't finish it in time.
What was the tunnel to the crypt used for?
It's a safe route for anyone who wants to disappear undetected. Just like the one we took to get here.
Has anyone ever used it?
No one that I know of. The servants used it to dispose of waste.
Waste? What kind?
It leads from the kitchen, so I'm sure you can imagine. Bones, scraps, slops.
Oh, wonderful.
Vai dar cheiro lindo.
What exactly am I supposed to be looking for down there? What are we searching for?
We need to find and mark the point where the crypt wall joins with the tunnel. When we break through the wall, only a thin partition will be between us and the cellars of the Italian court.
But how will I know I've found the right place?
You can tell if there's a cavity behind the wall by the sound it makes. The gallery is also damp, so the spot might be a different color.
So, I'll be knocking on the walls in the dark and looking to see if any is a different shade.
Well, yes. Pretty much.
Thanks for the advice. Anything else I should know?
Be careful. Come back in one piece.
I'll do my best.
Uhum. Explorar as passagens subterrâneas com Samuel. Cadê a criatura? Ah, tá lá embaixo. Ai, que susto. Ah, tá aqui.
It appears we're supposed to go and mark the path for carrying out the silver.
I thought you were going with Brabant. He boasted that he knows those passageways.
I told him I'd rather go with you.
You made the right choice. Brabant would have talked your head off.
Well, are we ready to go and take a look underground?
Absolutely. Where is the entrance anyway?
In the kitchen.
That's a promising start.
Eu não sei porquê, tá meio... como fala? Não consegui falar a tempo. Tá meio esquisito alguns pontos de missão.
Let us go. That smell. How long have they been throwing shit down here? It is nearly up to my knees. Perish. And it's bloody slippery. Ugh. The nerve of Žižka and Dry Devil. I give them coin and they send me to wade through shit. Stay close to me. The path might branch off somewhere. We would not want you to get lost.
You won't scare me. I'm not a child.
You are scared shitless, I can tell. Ugh, that stench.
Eu imagino que não deve ter nessas passagens.
I wonder what schmuck feels the need to hide his stuff down here.
Nossa, tem corpos aqui dentro.
Hey, what is that? There is someone here.
So don't be an idiot. Try a little harder.
I told you I'd rather go to the cemetery up top, and we ended up here.
Don't think of it. The gravedigger will break his spade over your head if he got you in the act.
Oh, what the fuck are you doing here?
Oi.
Are you riding ahead? Sod off with that weapon. You were beginning to make me nervous.
Tá, dá pra conversar com vocês, então dá pra andar vocês.
Twiddling our thumbs.
Is it not obvious? They are stealing from your Christian brothers.
Can't you be honest and steal from the living?
Why? Folks line up to buy these miraculous relics.
But that's sacrilege.
And what about selling indulgences? That's outright simony.
Who'd you sell the relics to?
We stay clear of selling. What if someone recognized their grandfather's thumb? That could be awkward.
Lennox, the gravedigger from Sedlets, sells them for us. It seems more trustworthy coming from him.
Ah, eu conheço a criatura.
I know Lennox. Do you work for him?
We bring him what we find, and he gives us something in return. I'm sure he's waiting for us now.
And he'll be waiting for a long time.
How come?
We hid behind the altar. Then we broke in here at night when the church was closed.
We were gonna wait a while before we got to work. Then we heard a loud noise.
Someone was a bit too keen and closed the lid of the crypt.
So, we're kinda trapped here.
You can pass through the Ruthar Palace. If you keep going down the corridor through the crypt, you'll come out right in the kitchen.
That's not a bad plan. I heard the place is empty.
Nearly empty. But if you do not tell anyone about us, we will keep quiet about your relic business. What do you say?
Deal.
And thanks.
Resolvemos de forma pacífica. Isso é legal. Quando a gente consegue resolver de... A gente consegue resolver de forma pacífica, fica uma daorinha. Pera aí. Apertei o botão errado.
Nothing here. We have to go somewhere else.
Aqui?
Oi, that sounds different. We have it. That might do it.
Let us go back. Have you ever been to Kuttenberg? Before all this, I mean.
A long time ago. With Martin.
Is that so?
Aye. He was here on business and brought me along as help. But I didn't see much. Martin met with a customer in the morning, and we drove back home in the evening.
Perhaps we passed on the street and did not even know it.
O pior é que ele nunca vai conseguir conhecer o pai agora.
Good morning, Henry.
Good morning to you too.
Have a good day.
Vim pro lugar errado. Pera aí. Socorro. Ué. Nossa, eu pensei que eu tava falando com a porta. Disfarça. Ui. Cadê os isca?
Sam and I walked through the cellar as far as we could and marked the spot where we should dig.
Well done. Brabant has found some men in the meantime. He may refuse to go down tunnels, but he does have his uses. Considering how much coin he promised them all, I reckon they'll do everything they can to make sure we get out alive. Oh, and while we're on the subject, take this. You've done a lot of good work. You deserve it.
What now then? Have you come up with a way to get to the legate and persuade him to take us to the Italian court?
I should say so. Hey, listen up, all of you. You're done for today, but get plenty of sleep. We'll chase you from your beds early in the morning.
Oh, is that really necessary?
It is. We'll be riding to Lorette's.
Cardinal Pozzo goes to bed with the chickens and gets up before the crack of dawn. After the morning prayer, he eats breakfast together with his retinue, and no one is allowed to disturb them. Most regular folks are asleep at that time, so everything should be nice and quiet when you pay him a visit.
If we don't persuade him to get us into the Italian court, we're fucked. So don't do anything stupid, right?
Should we be prepared for a fight?
That shouldn't be necessary. Godwin insisted he'll sort things out peacefully with the Cardinal. But I reckon we'll have to twist his arm a bit. And while Godwin's persuading His Eminence to put on a show with us at the Italian court, the devil, Janosch, Kubienka, and Ada will take his retinue away to the Devil's Den.
Hagen and Urso will be waiting for us there to keep them under guard.
So what exactly am I supposed to do?
Like I said, stand beside Godwin looking mean. With a bit of luck, that'll be enough.
Exactly. No killing.
Is everyone going there?
Everyone except Capon, Brabant, Catherine, and Rosa.
What? Am I just supposed to sit on my ass with the women?
At least you'll get your beauty sleep. That's what you wanted, isn't it?
You said Pozzo has a band of soldiers with him. Wouldn't it be better if we all went?
And leave this place unguarded? That's too risky. Someone has to keep watch in case any uninvited guests come snooping around.
That stands to reason. We cannot leave ces belles dames alone.
Oh. All right then.
All right. Let's get to work.
Pra ele não ser capturado de novo.
Is that clear?
Porque se ele for capturado de novo, já era, né?
I was hoping you'd be coming with us in the morning. That's a shame.
Don't get me started on that. It can't still be dangerous for me, can it? I mean, it's been some time since our escape from Maleshov. And von Bergow is locked up in Sukdal. Well, at least I'll get a good night's sleep.
Ainda temos muita loucura pela frente.
Just you wait. The real trouble will only erupt after we pull off that robbery.
True enough. But I'd still rather go with you. The only entertainment I have here is looking at the pretty girls and listening to Brabant's incredible adventures. Both of which can be entertaining, of course, up to a point.
I'd trade places with you in a heartbeat.
Oh? What's the matter? Are you scared?
No. But I don't want to leave Rosa and Catherine alone. With Brabant.
Nem eu.
Well. Is our Henry a little jealous?
What are you on about?
Nothing. Just saying.
Ai, ai. Bem. Prepare-se para o Lore. Conte a Godwin sobre o comandante da guarda. Acho que vai ser importante. Cadê ele? Vai ser muito importante contar pra ele. Ah, ele tá em outro canto, quer ver? Ele tá aqui em cima. Não posso deixar ele sem saber disso. Porque vai que tira alguma... Como fala? Vai que tira alguma opção de fala.
I'm sorry.
Nossa. Tá aqui.
How are you looking forward to parleying with the legate? Have you brushed up on your Italian?
It's an uphill struggle, son. I practiced with Brabant, but my memory's not what it used to be. Unfortunately, not many speak Italian around here. So at the court, I can bray like a donkey, wave my arms a bit, and no one will be any the wiser.
Will the legate be able to understand you at all?
No, you'll have to. I'm counting on my Latin, which I studied much longer. But I can't remember the last time I spoke it sober.
Eita, preula. Isso vai ser problema.
You're not planning on drinking before you meet him, are you?
There's not much chance for it. I can't drink in the morning on an empty stomach. And if I drink in the evening, I'll sleep it off overnight.
Where did he learn Italian, anyway?
From a Florentine. I met him amongst the mercenaries. All I know about him is his name was Luca, and he had a wife and daughter at home. He probably joined the army to get out of some sportive bother. That's how most of the men ended up there.
How did he end up?
He fell at the Battle of Kosovo.
I
was right there.
I'm sorry.
Can't be helped. At least his worries are behind him now.
Christian of Pisek says the guards at the court are commanded by a native Italian. If he sees through our little ruse, that's the end for us.
You really know how to spoil a man's day, don't you?
Excuse me?
But what of it? Like a common soldier would have any business talking to a cardinal. In the worst case, I'll tell him to fuck off. I remember that much in Italian at least.
Palavrão é a primeira coisa que você aprende em outra linguagem. Palavrão é pedir comida.
Can we go to Loretz now?
My words exactly. It's about time.
Let's ride out then.
Chegamos.
Buono il pollo, eminenza. Così così, eh? Il cibo da queste parti fa un po' cagare.
Já chega assim?
Come cazzo vi permettete?
Sit the fuck down.
Nos non... Oh, fuck. Nos non quer... Vos nos...
Nossa
Vos non vulnerable. Nobis est petitio.
Nossa.
Proposal. Ragazio. Can you cut it short? Fuck! Don't interrupt. Latin is tough when you're sober.
Não.
Andiamo. Forza.
Meu Deus. Vai dar merda.
They must get away.
Stai attento. Ti ucciderò.
Per un pelo.
Vem.
Hey up, lad. Keeping all right, are you?
Well, do your best, don't you? That's all you can do, really, isn't it?
Guess in these times, no?
Yeah.
Not sure about this, though, eh? Who's keeping these roads? No one looks after them, you know.
My words exactly. I mean, no one gives a damn until some noble rides along, and then he's surprised.
Pega.
That way!
Per amor di Dio, mi lascia in pace. Io sono un uomo di chiesa, capite? Non ho fatto nulla.
Non tempesco.
Misericordiosa Vergine Maria. Cosa vi devo di Maria?
Rubato un gambe!
Aiuto!
Right, let's see him.
Nie chciał zamknąć gęby, to dostał. Nic mu nie jest lekko otumaniony.
Nossa, ele bateu a cabeça na
lekko
pedra.
dostał z bańki, no leciutko.
You've killed him.
No przecież nic mu nie zrobiłem.
You fucking killed him, you great Polish ox!
Meu
You are going
Deus.
straight to hell for that.
Kurwa, do diabła, tylko nie to.
That's right, hell! And all those horned demons there will be taking turns with you. You just wait. They're gonna be fighting over your Polish arse.
Przecież nie chciałem, no! Boże, czemu dałeś mi tak tępy łeb?
Strip them before their clothes get even more soaked in blood. You can undress His Eminence here.
Me?
Why? Because you're the legate now.
Putz. Ferrou.
Well, that didn't really work out. What are we going to do now?
You heard, didn't you? We'll get rid of the bodies, get Godwin dressed up, and hope his Legate Act fools the Church Council. It's too late to back out now.
Well, maybe it'll be better this way.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't sure the legate wouldn't betray us anyway. I trust Godwin a lot more.
Sure, I trust him too, but not so much his language skills.
Let's get out of here.
Agreed. Our business here is concluded.
Are you going back to Ruthar Palace?
Aye. We have to wash the clothes, get Godwin into them, and hope we don't all end up on the gallows. We still have some time, so if there's something you need to do elsewhere, feel free. I have the feeling there won't be time for anything else once we get started.
Pera. Então, se a gente for junto...
I'll go with you.
Fine. But what I said stands. This is the last chance to tie up loose ends. Are you sure?
Chegamos. Ai, ai. Isso vai dar muita merda. Bora que bora. Godwin ganhou uma promoção. A contragosto. Ele agora é o Cardeal. Meu Deus, isso não vai dar muito certo não. Mas a gente vai ter que dar certo, porque não pode levantar suspeito. O Cardeal tá morto e Godwin vai ter que falar latim, italiano, sei lá o que, sem invocar nenhum demônio por aí, né? E com direito à mãozinha. Só que no próximo episódio eu espero vocês lá. Então se gostaram, deixa aquele joinha que é só clicar, coloca um comentário falando o que você achou, compartilha com os amigos que é muito importante. Se não for inscrito no canal, já aproveita, se inscreve e ativa o sininho para receber a notificação dos próximos vídeos. Muito obrigado e até o próximo.